is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Jackson. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. A big-name running back, always a great get in the recruiting world. Four-star running back they got last week. Seems as if he'll fit in nicely here.
Oh, he's going to be a great fit. I mean, when you get a great player like that, the whole fan base gets jacked up. You see it all over social media, and it starts to build some momentum in your recruiting class.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Now the Longhorns will call the first of their 3 timeouts. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It'll be 3rd and long. Tavian St. Clair takes a hit as he fires. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. Here's the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Going with the counter play here. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, God bless Texas because they can lose great running backs, and they just go into the portal and they get a great running back. Oh, no. They got 2 great running backs. To get Smothers, to get Brown to come over, obviously guys with experience at big-time universities. I expect Texas to be able to run the football and, Jesse, have one of the best 1-2 punches in all of college football.
Yeah, I mean, they want to come play with Arch Manning, let's be honest. They know it's an offense that defenses are going to be worried about the deep ball, throwing it downfield, so a lot of soft boxes to run into, and there's really no excuse for why these running backs shouldn't absolutely stat it up this year. Steve Sarkisian told us they're going to be committed to running the football and having balance. Because of those names you just mentioned, we're expecting this running game to be elite.
Third and 6 yards to go. Might be calling a hot route. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. 3rd down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stat every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
They kick it away on 4th down. Just needs a crack to get a return. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. The back out there. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Running inside, it's Jackson. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Play action, here's Manning. Unloads it downfield. And went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty. You can really set the tone for what's possible in your season in early season showdowns like this, both in the top 10 and both with the loftiest of goals.
This one's fun too, David, because we had this game circled in the offseason. We knew this was going to be a really good matchup early, and we're going to find out the answers to a lot of questions we have about both these teams.
Well, and sometimes it's hard to figure that out, right? Like, you don't get till mid-season, you're like, oh, they haven't played anybody. Out the gates, 2 top 10 teams, we get to find out really quickly who's legit.
Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now the offense will back it up 5 and try it on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Third down from the gun, Manning. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Plays that one perfectly. Exceptional accuracy on the punt. And they can't get on top of it to down it, so that ball will come out to the 20. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up, get some movement at the point of attack, and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's...
Maybe some room here. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Quick release on the RPO. Runs through a man, and he might have some space. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires left side, it's Smith. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. St. Clair going for it all. That one falls out of bounds, incomplete.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You're not going to fool this guy on the running back screen. They're trying to invite him up the field, rushing the passer, but he saw it too soon. He was able to stop in his tracks, locate the running back, get outside, and make a tackle. That is a very heads-up play that time by the DN.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Again, it's St. Clair. Finds his big tight end. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! That was an absolute sledgehammer of a drive, just taking the air out of the ball.
And it's hard when you run that many plays not to make a mistake and throw an interception or get penalties and put you in a bad spot. But the offense just strung play after play after play together and got in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. He'll start the return inside his 5.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Making side adjustments here. Arch is going to throw for it. Gets rid of it. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
It didn't look to me, guys, like the QB and his target were on the same page on that outbreaking route. I'm not sure if they both thought it was man or zone or what was happening, but I think that helped lead to the incompletion.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. To throw, it's Manning. Got the big tight end on the corner route. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Love the play call, and I love being aggressive there in the first play of the drive, backed up on your own end. There's a lot of coordinators that would just try to run the ball, get some more room, get into a rhythm, but they're taking a shot right away, find some real estate. Receiver, QB on the same page. That's looking really nice if you're on offense.
Flips it out on the screen. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here as we get a look at the stats. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Sends it back in motion. Hart's going to spin it again. Caught in the backfield. It's Smothers. Oh, he's got some space. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Here's Manning to throw. Makes the catch. It's Walker. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. He picks up the first down.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Scanning the field, it's Manning. Right down the middle. Over the middle, complete to Coleman. Defense needs to regroup as he gets it down to the 26. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. The run inside, it's Walker. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Here's Arch to throw. Pulls it in. It's Townsend. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Ball's at the 24. A lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's 3rd down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
Reads it, fires complete. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Longhorn! Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
And the extra point is good. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Ohio State offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Powers ahead, gets 4. He's down at the 10. They've got them then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Now here's Tavian St. Clair. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Corner's going to give them room. Throwing St. Clair. Gets it to him on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the...
Maybe a crease. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? And we blinked and missed him.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Tavian St. Clair using the quick game. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Running inside, it's Jackson. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. The Buckeyes will punt this one away. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wide receiver going in motion. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Booster, booster!
Just feeds the running back. He'll get a fresh set of downs stopped at the 31-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Handoff for Brown. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Motion from the back. Manning swings it out to his running back. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Listen, if I'm a QB, second down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable third down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Manning lines up in the gun on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. St. Clair. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. Could be an alley. Running through contact. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Buckeyes, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Safe completion on the screen. There he goes. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. Throwing St. Clair. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. From the gun on 3rd down, St. Clair. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
The Buckeyes line up to punt it away. From out of his own end zone, And there will be no return on this one, and he can't get it out of bounds. The ball will come out to the 20. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with Georgia taking on the number 15 team, the USC Trojans. And it's the Bulldogs, looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half. Let's check in now on some of the other action today, as the landscape in this sport truly is ever-changing.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Quarterback making checks. Arch Madness. Under fire. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that was good defense again. And unfortunately, we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
Again, it's Brown. Really nice job there to pick up the first down and get it to their own 41.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Gets the back moving. To the air, it's Manning. Flips it out in the flat. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. To throw, Manning. He's got him in the flat. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
And the Longhorns go rolling down the field. On the ground, it's Smothers. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the counter.
Linebackers with the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They'll move the tight end. Quarterback may change this route. Manning tries to pick it up on 3rd down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
They punted away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Looking for a gap. It's Jackson. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Tavian St. Clair puts it out of the air. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. He's going to have enough to pick up the 1st down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
It'll be 3rd and long. St. Clair can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. The Buckeyes send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. The Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. They'll move the wide receiver. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Calls his own number, and they swarm him under. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He wants to change this route. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Third down from the gun, Manning. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. It's caught. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Throwing Manning. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Manning. Got his man on the outside. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Longhorns will hustle to the line. Return. Manning from the gun on 3rd down. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
The Longhorns will call on their punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. Throwing St. Clair. Makes the catch. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. 2nd and short, maybe looking for a shot. Going to take a shot, and that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. run for the quarterback. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. They go back to work in the final period of this one.